Alright, in this section I want to show you how to use the Pages tab. You can see that when we start off we just have a home page. If we want to add a page, we just hit Add Page, Standard Page, Blog Page, External. Just going to add a standard page. I'm going to give that a name, so I would say Introduction. Oops. And then I can hide the page if I want. I can make it password protected, or I can just hit Save. And then I've got an introduction page. And you see where I used to just have one tab, now I have two tabs. My students know which page they're on because the tab or the page they're on is highlighted. I'm going to just real quickly drag and drop some title here. I'm going to name it, Introduction. I'm going to go back to my Pages tab, add a page, standard page. I'm going to name this one Task, and I'm going to save that page. And I'm just going to put another text box in here just so I know what page I'm on. I know I can see it here in the tabs, but it just helps me. And let's go back to Pages and add one more. Standard page, process. And we're going to save settings. Okay. Now, if you're watching me here, I'm going to put step 1, step 2, step 3. And what I can do with this is I can go back to my pages, I can add a page, and I can name it step 1. And I'm going to hide it from the navigation. Okay, I'm going to hide that from the navigation. We also have advanced settings here. If you just see what page title and things under there. So I'm going to hide that from the navigation. And I'm going to hit Save. And now you see I still just have Introduction, Task, and Process. But I can go to my process page and I can highlight step 1 and I can go to link and I can say to a page in this file, click my drop down, and I can make it step 1 and I can hit save, and now that is a link to there. When I click on that, it will take me to, let me put text on here so we know what page we're on, step 1 page. Okay, so again, if I go to process, and this is called a nested page, I don't see it unless I'm here. I can go to step 1. So pages, pages, add a page, standard page. We'll name this one step 2. And then I'm going to hit where's my thing? Hide. And save settings. I can go to process, highlight step 2, hyperlink, page on this website, and then I'm going to hit step 2, hit save, and then when I click on step 2, it takes me to step 2 page. And that's how you nest pages. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is how to put a drop-down menu. So I've got step 1 and step 2. I'm going to go add a page, standard page, and I'm going to call this one step 3. I'm just going to hit save settings, but this time I'm not going to hide the navigation. I'm just going to hit save settings. Drag my paragraph down here so we know this is page 3, or step 3. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Pages tab, and I am going to drag, just by clicking on this, I'm going to drag this up here under the process, and see how that little blue line appears? I'm just going to drop that underneath there. And what that does here is make that a sub-page of this page. So now, if I go to the process page, and I put my cursor over process, see how that little step 3 comes down? And I could do the same thing with the other pages that I've hidden. I would just go to this page, I would unhide it, go to this page and unhide it, and I would just drag this up here, and drop it. And so it's just your choice, it's just your preference, whether you want them to be little drop-down boxes or whether you want them to be hidden and only appear on the page that you want them. Okay. I'm going to go to Pages. The other thing that you can do, I could change, I didn't show you this at the beginning, but you can change that home page to Introduction. You don't need to have that there. You don't need to have a home page.